Alright, the first thing I gotta point out is how horribly horny the internet is nowadays. I'm only saying this because, you know my anime goddess video? That one has 2,000 views, and my first video had 700. And I was confused because the first video was at the top ranked leaderboards and how many people have looked at them. And that just proves that you guys looked at it based off of the title and a few other things. I just gotta point out that, what the hell? Get your crack together, anime. Internet. Anyway, anything else? The anime goddess video is coming. The part 2 of it is coming. But I had everything planned out. What I was gonna do for part 2. I was really about to put that out today, but I didn't because someone commented ship Deku and anime goddess together. And as soon as as soon as I saw it, I straight up just said, I love it, gonna do it, and I'm doing it. I had to scrap everything else I had planned for the part 2 of the video, and I'm doing everything over from scratch. So I needed something to put out because the last video I put out was a week ago. And you know how I first started on YouTube, I did like daily uploads or hourly uploads, whatever the hell. Anyway, I want to get back on track since I only do my videos when I'm alone, so I can freely talk and move around. Cause you know how I swear to God, if I lose this opportunity, I'm gonna fucking knee myself in the. Anyways, I noticed how in most of the videos I make, the audio sounds good, but at a certain point in the video, the audio sounds terrible, and I'm like, how am I gonna fix that? And I know how I'm gonna fix that. I'm not gonna move far away from the mic so you can't hear me. You can hear me, but my voice is just like low. Anyways, this video is what if shit. What if Deku was Shazam? And don't even get at me because I know. Anyways, what I'm trying to say is I do not own the art you see back here. That's what I'm trying to say. You probably seen that little image right here on another YouTube channel. But the only thing I gotta point out was the difference. For one, they didn't have this Roblox chest side shoulder piece on the side over here. They didn't have that. I've seen that in Roblox, but not. You know what? This video gets 2 likes, and I'll do a Heroes Online video. No, just a normal Roblox video. Anyway, I got some other videos planned in the future. One of the things I'm working on is a Deadpool one and a Godzilla one. If you want to see the Deadpool one, you gotta comment me 69 in the shit. I stole that. Anyway, comment 69 in the chat for Deadpool and comment on each end for Godzilla one. I don't know. Anyways, the reason I'm not gonna move around, and if you want me to just freelance it and just do a random video on a random one, which I probably won't because I already have something planned for Deadpool anyway. But the reason I'm not gonna be moving around as much because my arms hurt because I recently started working out about the same time I did the Ghost Rider video, so my arms and my back and my stomach really is very sore. So the chances of me getting up and moving around is very low. And let me get on with the video because this intro was like what probably like 3 minutes long. Anyways, oh my back, oh it hurts. Anyway, I'm not gonna sit here and do like the Billy Batson route because this is not Billy Batson's trilogy. Oh shit, this is not his trilogy. This is not his beginning. It's his Deku's beginning. Have Billy Batson be dead. No. Let's have. No, that's not how Billy Batson. Yeah. Let's have him be dead. Let's have Billy Batson be killed in the. The Justice League Dark show. Yeah, let's have him die like he did in that one. What show or movies, whatever the hell it is. I haven't seen any of them. Anyway, let's have him fucking die. Let's have the wizard, still be alive. I'm not sure if he died in that one either, but I never watched the movies. And also, until I see the 2 My Hero Academia movies that are out, I probably won't do that little arc there before All Might lost all for one. I mean, one for all. Because I never seen those movies. I found out about them. I found out about the movies as soon as I was just about to finish season 3. Like when I was like 5 episodes away from finishing season 3. I was on YouTube, then I got a recommendation, or how recommended videos and stuff, and basically Bakugo in Deku versus 9. That's the first thing that showed up, and I was like, who the hell is 9? So I clicked on the video, and then it led me to the whole movie stuff, and a bunch of other stuff that I don't understand yet, because like, how did I go from season 1 to 4 and not notice these things? Anyway, let's get on with the video. You know how there's all those other things and other things, but I'm not going to start off this video. But one thing I want to point out is that how I might do this one in one go. I may not have that much time, but I'm going to try to do this in one go like I did the Infinity Stones one. Because I really love one of these videos and really are devoted to them. I might do them all in one go. Like I did the Infinity Stones one. Because if I cut them off in different parts, that means I'm not really interested or anything. But, if this one gets cut into equal parts, because I don't have enough time. Anyway, let's start off with the video. We have all the whole stuff that happened at Ken. Deku getting bullied and crap. You have him getting bullied and stuff. Where's the mic on this damn thing? Alright. We have Deku getting bullied and shit. You know how it... Shit. You know how Deku getting bullied and shit. You know how that went. Deku in the playground, But let's have... Yeah, let's have Deku in the wizard's, eyes back there in the playground. What the fuck? Every time I do a video, I'm excited, and I don't know why. Okay. Alright. Basically, the wizard is after the loss of Billy Batson, the wizard tried his best, in this one, let's start off from the beginning. Billy Batson, Billy was killed by Black Adam. Why not? Black Adam, and in this one, let's have Black Adam do like a Power Rangers type shit, and have like a whole crap ton of the world's most dangerous space alien criminals do all their stuff, do all their evil worldly stuff. Basically be a bigger threat than what Black Adam was. I was gonna call them the Black Order, but I'm pretty sure Thanos calls his little squad the Black Order, so I'm not gonna call them anything because they don't deserve a name, because they're all gonna get gutted and alright. And due to this threat, the wizard had to figure out how to keep Earth safe, because they were every single one of them was bodying the Justice League, bro. Basically, think of everyone on the Justice League if they were high-powered gods, which one of them is, and the other one's an alien, but anyway. High-powered, super-powered beings that have the powers of gods, they fucking body Shazam right in front of the Justice League, starting to body Superman and everyone else. And in order to protect everyone, the wizard opened a wormhole and banished all of them. Basically did what they did to Black Adam, banished them to the farthest planet in another dimension. And once the wizard realized his error or mistake, he tried to fix it by going to that dimension and sending him to like a little, basically sending him into a fucking black hole. Wait a minute. I've noticed how Shazam is in Black Adam, or basically Shazam and Black Adam will probably equal Superman's strength, and I'm pretty sure Superman has got black hole's gravitational pull. So I'm not gonna do that because that's gonna be like no. And if you hadn't noticed, I am a total Marvel and DC fan. Not really a DC fan. I got into DC like a month ago, but anyway, fuck. Anyways, I forgot what I was going to say. Eventually, in order to fix his mistake, because I'm not going to sit here and put the Justice League in My Hero Academia, because I'm not going to sit here and do that. Maybe in another timeline, but not now. Basically, in order to fix his error, he basically sends the Rock of Eternity, or the Eternity Rock, whatever the hell this place is called, and end himself to that dimension. Basically, the source of all magic is basically fucked with. How Justice League, no, not Justice League members, but how Justice League villains and stuff sometimes have magic. Well, their magic is going to be greatly weakened because, you know, the source of all magic is in another dimension now. It's going to be weakened miserably, and magic users who used to be like Shazam are fucking dead. dead. Basically, the only connection to their universe and the My Hero Academia universe is just a tiny little stem, like little light bulb. Oh no, you don't think of it like a tiny little portal. And through that's how the wizard is gonna choose his next champion, by sending the gods from that universe to this one, which is gonna bring in other forces of greatness, like demons and other darker mythical demons and crap. Anyways, basically, other differently worldly creatures going to be seeping into the My Hero Academia world, giving Deku or Shazam a way harder throttle, or whatever the hell, or whatever the hell you want to do. And basically, there's gonna be a lot of cool shit. If you don't want this video to come out, just don't click off it, because it's gonna come out either way, you like it or not. Anyways, basically, it's getting harder for the wizard, because as soon as he realized that things were coming through the black hole he created, well, not black hole, but interdimensional warp gate. What's that show again? What? You know that, never mind, I'm not talking to you guys. You probably a bunch of fucking 8 years old, or whatever, that don't even know the show I'm talking about. But you know the show, Stargate? Yeah, Stargate 5. What the hell? I fucking didn't know that name. You know that movie, not movie, that TV show, it's gonna be like that. And basically, the little portal, that's Stargate type portal, is slowly seeping in monsters. And when the wizard found out about this, he did his best to send them back, but they just, fucking bitch slapped him. And basically caused him a bigger threat, as some of them were way more powerful than he was, because, he's weak and old. Way older than he was when he met Billy Batson, so this could be fucking worse. And basically, all the monsters here would probably kill Billy Batson if they weren't dispersed by the wizard. He basically slammed his staff, Gandalf them asses, sent them off into basically sent them into the earth, where they're gonna rest for about 5 hours. Anyways, basically in the mix match, what the fuck? Basically, in a panic, he has to choose a champion fast. And after seeing some of the horrid things people do in this dimension, because I'm gonna make this version of My Hero Academia universe be like the real world, because it's too childish. I don't know. Basically, the whole premise, whatever the hell you want to say, of this story is that it's basically gonna be like real life, murder and other things. It was already in anime anyway. But anyway, basically on the effort to find a champion, he was looking for anyone, and especially since the events, you basically have this one connected to like the first Shazam movie, not the first Shazam, but the little Shazam movie, the live action one. Basically, you have to choose someone who's worthy, or else this might go even dead from world ending type stuff to the planet ending type stuff. So he has to choose wisely. And his first, what was set on first was, no. Let's just have him choose Deku immediately, because I don't have to go through another thing of why he can't choose this other person. There's going to be another person that he was going to choose, but I don't want to get into detail with that one, because I don't really care, because he's going to get killed anyway, so, basically, his eyes land on, I said it again, his worthiness, Mjolnir type crap is landing on Deku. As, he's seen Deku in the playground and a bunch of other stuff, and how he was born quirkless and crap. I mean, I'm pretty sure if the wizard wanted to, he could probably erase quirks from reality using magic and a magic protective seal. He probably could. Who knows what the hell he could do. Anyway. And basically, let's have another story arc, not another story arc, but another chapter into it. I probably got so many dislikes. Oh, and I remember another comment from like one of my other videos. It was actually a Yandere one. When someone said I must be losing my mindset, and you were actually 100% right. Every time I do one of these videos, I lose 100 brain cells, and I started off with a 90, 100,000 IQ, and now I'm at like 6. So, oh god, what the fuck? All right. Anyways, basically, it's just another story arc, but basically before the whole sludge villain stuff, basically Deku doesn't take the short route in this story, because you know how everything else happened in canon, but instead of going through the short route, Deku just travels an alternate route, and not like the alternate like route, it's like going the long way. He's just basically going the dumb way, like basically walking around the entire city and then going home, because in this one, let's have Bakugo always wait by Deku's path home. They have his goons wait by the long route, and have him just sitting there waiting at the shortcut, and basically ready to kick his ass. So basically, he's like willing to go literally around the fucking city just to go home. That's how scared of Deku. That's how unwanting of pain he's gonna have. And basically, during this little thing, basically as Deku just made it like through a tire, basically just take one city block. It's basically take the width of the Empire State Building and just multiply it by like 3, and then multiply it by 6, and then put that out in a flat line, and just have it like that, and just have him walk around that as they switching the diameter of it, and just changing the width of the length and fucking other shit, and have him walk around that shit. Basically, during this other part, basically the wizard wants to see if Deku is worthy or not. So, yeah, basically he starts mind controlling some goody two shoes. Why not? And basically have them use their quirk on an innocent child. Basically just chase the child around trying to kill the child, which the wizard wouldn't take that far, because if Deku didn't do anything, he would have just stopped it and just erase their memories and have them walk back to what they were doing. Basically erase Deku's mind as well, because let's have wizards be like way more powerful in this universe. Why not? Yeah, why not? Basically, during the whole rumble jumble, as Deku hears a kid cry out not cry out for help, like basically a scream. Anyway, I'm thirsty. Oh crap. Oh boy. Anyway, you know how Hancock, Will Smith, Will Smith in that movie Hancock, you know how bullets always break on him, you know how, in the scene in the store when he got shot and he didn't think he got shot and he actually got shot, basically be like that, because his Deku is turning over and basically just running at them, basically balling up his fists ready to go attack, as the person he turns around and shoves, let's give this person like a matter quirk, like a matter quirk, allow him to create items from matter. And let's have him why not? Create items from matter. And he launches a giant matter-made spear. Those crystals from those little RPGs or whatever the hell you want to call it. Anyways, what crystals you have in games, you have to do upgrades and crap. Basically, a crystal shaped like it's the little matter sword shaped like that. I'm stumping on my own words. And just launching it at Deku's chest. But at Deku's chest, but at his shoulder. And as Deku is basically have his hero instinct, as he would think that it's gone into his shoulder, which it didn't, which it faded out of reality because of the wizards doing what to see if the guy was worthy or not. Basically, as he thinks he gets hit, he ignores it because he's like, if I don't save the child, who knows what dark fate will fall into his hands. Because why not? Anyways, as he charges forward and he starts to not use his arm because he thinks there's a giant spear through it. The hell? And basically, as he charges forward and he delivers a punch to the guy's, to his groin, that's a weak spot of all men. We all know it. He just gives him one of those hits, and it just knees him right there again. Because why not? I mean, you all feeling the pain, it. Basically, just hits him in the jaw, causing his a fucking tooth to crack. Because why not? Let's No. I don't think Deku would be that strong. And basically he's basically punching him backwards. It's basically as he's stunned for a second before the guy just basically collapses on the ground. And his Deku is like, what the hell? And he just looks at his arm in for a second. And as he goes to touch his other arm, no. As he goes to check on the kid, because that doesn't sound like Deku. It sounds like Deku would just check on the kid. He goes to check on the kid just standing up, and he collapses as well. Then when he goes to check on the kid, like in the middle of a panic, he tried to use his other arm. Basically, as he noticed it was working fine, he looked over and see that he was completely fine. And then as the people, like, Deku just vanishes out of the room, out of the area, you know? Just basically just as an LSD hallucinatic, just like went into Deku's arm, basically. And that's what it seems and feels like for him. Like he would know what it feels like. Get your mind out of the gutter. It's literally just teleported to the Rock of Eternity or Solitude, whatever that. No, it's the Fortress of Solitude is Superman's. The Fortress of Solitude is Superman's place, and the Rock of Eternity is the Wizard's or Shazam's place, right? Yeah. Basically, you know how basically he just does what Billy Batson did. You know, he's all confused and shit. And basically, when the Wizard goes to tell him that, basically about Black Adam and his fucking shit and stuff, he basically explains to him that there's other forces too seeping into this world, interdimensional demons. Haven't slept in like 8 hours or whatever the hell, so I think I'm seeing stuff. Anyways. Why did I say that out loud? Like you wanted to hear that. Jesus. Anyways, basically as he explains to him that these forces escaped out of his grasp because they were too powerful for him, basically explains to Deku that that without his help, that the veil of reality will basically be fucked. Miserably fucked. Yeah, why not? And the fuck? You know what? That I heard a sound from outside. It sounded like a train track or a car running off the rails, and that just put me in the mindset of New Year's Eve. I'm not sure if anyone else heard it or not, but if you did, comment down below of what you heard. Because throughout my New Year's Eve, I heard gunshots. I'm gonna be plain out blank with you. And as the gunshots were going off, the news is on explaining how a girl like last year, like 2018, got killed in New Year's Eve because how the celebratory gunfire like got her or something. And basically, it was on 25th Street. I'm not sure where any of you guys are, but I'm in Richmond, so I shouldn't have said that. If someone gonna track my IP or something, I don't fucking. If you do, just bring some hot cocoa and a bunch of Cheetos with you. Hot Cheetos, and don't get ratio, bring chicken or something, because not all people like chicken, right? Oh my god. Want to unsubscribe and put a dislike on my video, go ahead and do it, because you've earned it. Anyway, back to the what if. Basically, the Wizard, it has got no time left, because he's miserably wounded from the battle. And Deku wants to leave, but the Wizard knows that he's gonna just basically turn around and run. So basically, he just forms a wall encasing. Basically, he just traps Deku to the ground like a earthbender, and basically he just says to Deku, "If you're gonna sit here and run, kid, run with some dignity and take my power, or else there'll be consequences." I'm basically mimicking what the Wizard is doing right now. The fate of humanity is resting in your hands. And basically the Wizard just basically tells Deku of all of his trauma and stuff. Of Deku's trauma, not his trauma, because the Wizard's probably been through some shit, but anyways, it's basically, I don't feel like saying how the fucking Wizard convinced Deku. It basically explains to Deku what he has to do and crap, and basically just gives Deku the staff and says, "Save." I pay mass respects to the person who actually did this in the movie. "Say my name as my power flows through you." I aced that. I aced that. It basically definitely just grabs the staff. He just pulls off that little thing he did in Canada. He just starts crying throughout his eyes. He wants to leave really, really bad. He's like, say my name so my power can flow through you. Basically, just like, my name is Shazam. Why not just add some Billy Bassett stuff in here? Just have him just laugh and shit. Anyway, split second, like, boy, I'm sitting here with my life and my blood draining out of my body. And you're gonna sit here and laugh, then that shit might as well slap the shit out of me. Oh my god. No, he says Shazam, and as, basically as he did in the movie, yes! Say my name as once more, and you would. I don't feel like doing that, bro. It basically just does what he did in the movie. Wisdom of Solomon, strength of Hercules, the stamina of Atlas, the power of Zeus, the courage of Atlas, the courage of Achilles, and the speed of Mercury. You know what? Why not? Because he's gonna need it. Let's give Deku a power boost. Let's have him have a bit more of a power boost. Yeah. Not to anything else. Just the Zeus, and just the power boost to Zeus. Why not? Because I wasn't really a fan of how they did things with his lightning. I saw how it was in the Shazam movie and cartoons and stuff. I always noticed how it was just one bolt that came out of his hand, and I never really liked that. So why not? Let's give the abilities to do more with the lightning. You know that scene from Thor Ragnarok when Thor said, please ultra. I don't think I said that right, but basically just said pulse, just basically just plus ultra and started whooping some serious ass in Wolverine style, and a bunch of other badass character style. Basically just have him be able to control his lightning like that. Cause why not? Just imagine that, just Deku just being able to use his lightning like fucking crazy. I was gonna make him have another ability. No, not make him have. Yeah. You know what? And this picture got my attention because of the armor plating and stuff it had on it. So why not give him that? Except it's not gonna look medieval like that inside the headphones and crap. It's gonna have more like more skin tight and more scratchy, and be more like, how Batman stuff is. Batman's suit is how it has an imprint of where his muscles would be, or not imprint. Basically, where his muscles would be, and it's all built in on there. Have something like that. And the little shoulder plating, whatever the heck it is, I'm gonna keep that there because it looks cool. It looks like Final Destination. I forgot the Final Destiny with no, whatever the hell the thing is called. Basically, be like that, and as Deku just gets up and he sees that he's a full-grown adult, and why not? Since I want, how I mentioned Batman earlier, let's have him that Bruce Wayne Batman persona, he's Izuku Midoriya, and then at the word of Shazam, he's a tall 6-foot adult with the powers of gods residing in power him. What the fuck? Residing inside of him. Let's go ahead and give him that Batman and Clark Kent and Superman persona. Let's have him be able to use some of his Shazam abilities while not being transformed. Because, be honest with you, because that sounds fucking badass. I'm not saying. Because, it sounds badass. I'm going to say it out loud. It sounds badass. Alright. I'm going to lower his power down, because if Deku could use his powers in his child form, there would be no use to transform, because that'd be too overpowered. And basically, for the Wisdom of Solomon, Wisdom of Solomon basically gives out more of a resistance to mind control. So why not? And he'll be able to observe people, but not know their weaknesses immediately. But over time, and when he's in the Shazam form, he'll be able to know it immediately. Know it immediately, Jesus. And for the strength of Hercules, his strength is lowered, so he can lift. He can lift up a car or two. He's basically able to lift up to at least up to the weight of at least a tank Basically 16 tanks. He can lift up to that fucking crap. Who knows? I don't care. And basically, for the standard of Atlas, he's more as well like All Might with that one. Not like All Might, but more as well. A blast from Bakugo would only singe his clothes and possibly leave like a little scuff. That's too OP. It basically just send him flying back with maybe like a little singe and a little bit of a burn, but not as bad as it would be, because let's give him a healing factor, because living lightning, a bit of a healing factor. He slowly regenerates. And for the power of Zeus, it's basically gonna be as Thor, but not as powerful. Basically, he's like limits to his capabilities. In his form, he can't summon lightning bolts unless he says Shazam and turns to his buff form and fucking buff form. Turns to his adult form, and he basically can Thor that shit when he's in his Shazam form. And if he pushes himself, he can probably do the Shazam thing, but he'll slowly electrocute himself if he pushes himself that far. And for the Courage of Achilles, it's going to be the Courage of Achilles. Oh, and the durability or the invincibility comes from the Courage of Achilles, right? Yeah, not Atlas. It's going to be the same for Atlas, just a bit weaker. No, not a bit weaker. Yeah, he still needs to eat and still require oxygen. He just can go long periods of time without oxygen. And a bunch of other stuff. Because Shazam in a Shazam form doesn't need oxygen. Which is why it bugged me in the Justice League Dark movie when Shazam was wearing that respirator. Because Shazam doesn't even need oxygen. He doesn't. He can sit there and talk to you and not... Shazam doesn't need oxygen. Jesus Christ. I call it because of the little standard of Atlas thing. That really bugged me when I saw that. Because they're like, what the fuck, bro? Anyway, the speed of Mercury. It's not the same as the Shazam form. His Shazam form, the Flash, Shazam has been faster than Flash in movies and stuff. Not movies and stuff, but in comics. Yeah, it's having to be, like, speedy. Basically able to outrun All Might in certain cases, You're basically being able to outrun All Might. But in this little kid form, he can like, leap and jump like he would be in full cowling. But instead of, like, having restraints or anything, he's incredibly fast, he basically, in a small form, he's able to keep up with All Might at be able to keep up with All Might going easy on. But if All Might were to, just go max power and, go all out, basically, and try to run from him, he would get away because Deku can't go that fast. Basically, defying his mortal body and start killing him, or not killing him, but hurting him. And all that, he basically can't fly. He can't fly with it. He can jump really high and stuff. And if he concentrates hard enough, he can, like, levitate for, like, a few seconds and a little bit. I mean, that's gonna be it. Unless... Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, and since the wizard is literally about to die, and I've already explained the power and stuff. Deku is already in his Shazam form. Basically, the wizard has a little bit of time left. Basically explains how saying the word Shazam will turn him into an adult and back to a child again. And how, like, everything, blah, 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 blah. Let's skip forward, as he basically just tells Deku that he is gonna die soon, and you will take his staff and inherit his power. Yeah, I'm giving Deku the wizard's power. Why not? That's a major power boost, actually. It actually happened to Shazam, God of the Gods. He inherited wizard's power as long as the other 6 powers of the 6 different gods, because he lost the power of the 6 gods he currently had. And basically, those ones trump the gods that he has now, anyway. Or in my would have. I'm not giving him that power because he's basically OP as hell. So, hell no. But I'm gonna give him the wizard's power, though. Oh my god. I live for Deku being OP, but if he's too OP and easily one-shot All Might or something, I'm not doing that. I live for Deku being OP. I will eventually move on to different what-ifs, because I'm planning on putting some characters in different anime. I'm not gonna say which ones, though. Anyway, basically, as Deku grabs the wizard's staff... No homo. What the fuck? Alright, basically just grabs the wizard's staff, and as the wizard just perishes right in front of him, Deku begins to freak out a little bit before inheriting the wizard's power, which is going to give him a power boost on everything. Why not? Wisdom of Solomon. He can temporarily lift things up with his mind. Yeah, why not? The strength of Hercules. I don't. He just get a bit of a strength boost. Because what else could you do with strength of Hercules, bro? Stamina of Atlas. The hell? No, he basically a power boost. Basically, if All Might were to Detroit smash him at any distance, it would not affect him that much. But if he were like the shockwaves wouldn't affect him. If you throw a Detroit smash at him, he's gonna stand there and his cape and hood might pop off. But but he's gonna still be standing there like, what the heck? But if All Might were to throw a punch at him, he might go back flying just a little bit. Basically do what Saitama did. You know when Saitama got punched at the little tournament of martial arts tournament and it went back, floating back, but wasn't hurt? Basically like that. Yeah, why not? And the power of Zeus. Basically, lightning is a bit more efficient and more powerful. And in certain cases, he can basically, control electricity in the area instead of creating it himself, which is bad luck for most people. But anyway, and basically a lightning immunity, basically a bit. In his Shazam form, he's a bit more resilient to lightning. So if you throw lightning at him, it's not going to hurt him that much. But if you throw enough of it, it might start affecting him. In his little kid form, basically if you hit him, it might sting him a little bit, but it won't do much damage as it would to a normal person. Courage of Achilles, and nothing else. No. Nothing else can be done to his, basically, because his really is nothing else to him. His invulnerability is gonna be boosted up a bit more, and the speed of Mercury is gonna be doubled. So if All Might goes all out, Deku could catch up just a bit before getting a bit tired, and he now can float for at least a bit more and kind of propel himself just a little bit. Cause why not? Excuse me. And as the wizard dies, Deku basically does what Billy Batson does, but instead of taking this, he doesn't take the staff. He leaves it there because there is going to be no Savannah in this one, because Savannah was defeated like a long fucking time ago. But anyway, and Savannah is going to get in there. And basically, Deku was already. The wizard explained to him in order to get back to his home, get back to the wizard, the Walk of Eternity. He has to go to a door and think that he wants to go back in here. And basically, he just does what Billy did and wish to be out of here. Not wish to be out of here. Say, "See, get me out of here!" And he goes, and he's back down to the ground, and he's still in the Shazam form. He hasn't turned back yet. And as he walks out of the alleyway, before he even leaves the alleyway, he noticed a big height difference between the stuff that before he went in the alleyway. And people were there before; they're all gone back there. And as he walks out of the alleyway, he notices that everyone else seems to have gotten smaller, or he's gotten bigger, because why not? And basically, if someone asks him if he's a hero, and he's very mildly confused, because then he'd say, "Your costume." He's like, "What costume? What?" He's like, "What costume?" And he looks down, and he sees a bunch of other stuff. And he sees his little gauntlets on his hand. Like, not little gauntlets, but like, basically what you see in the picture. It looks down to see those. Let's have them be more wrapped around instead of look like encased on there. I don't know what I just said, but anyway, let's have the cape be more on him and have the hood be more visible there. And it's that basically people turn around and start seeing a tall 6'3". Why not 6'3"? I have no idea how tall Shazam actually is, but 6'3" is gonna be good enough. 6'3", and he's got green hair, Basically, as Deku just panics, and as he just fucking tries to run off, and as soon as he goes to run off, he's immediately down the end of the block and is face planted into a building. That's how fast he just went. And the people who were there, they just felt an instant breeze of wind, just blowing people backwards. And normal anime style, people's skirts got blown up. That happens a lot. Anyways, it's just basically face planted into a wall. Basically, his face goes in it, but he doesn't feel anything. But like pain wise, as he takes his face out of it, he just does what he did again, but he has more control of it because of the wisdom of Solomon. Just fast learning. 100 IQ goes to 900 IQ in a matter of seconds. Is he just like zooming around? Not zooming around, but zooming around twice before hearing an explosion. His hero instincts take in as he basically flashes back to the wizard, saying how he can fly and do all this other, not fly, but has the powers of these gods. And he just basically gives a small example of what each of them can do. And he basically remembers how Mercury can fly, because I'm not going to sit here and have Deku not fly, but how Mercury could fly. Basically, Deku tries to fly, but it just jumps. Just jumps. And as he's in the air, he starts to go try to go up higher, and just try to go back down. But as he's not going back down because he didn't want to be that high, because he was a bit afraid. For the courage of Achilles, just like, no. He basically just goes with the flow, and realizing he can't fly, but just accepts it. As he starts to go over to where the explosion is, he sees the sludge villain there, and before you know, Deku has already landed on the scene. Literally right behind the sludge villain. He's gone. I'm not sure if there was a roof there or not. If there was, there isn't one now. I don't think there was. When All Might came there and Detroit smashed, it was all the other thing. Basically, says, I'm going to replace whoever went to the sludge villain route. Basically be some random innocent person. Because why not? And have them not be there, but have All Might be there in his small Might form. Basically just pathetic. Pathetic. No, not pathetic. I think it was Deku who called him pathetic, but I don't think the person who he just saved would call him pathetic. So he's basically trying to push himself back into his All Might form, but he doesn't have that much inspiration like he did when... I'm not sure if Deku did call him pathetic, because it's been I was going to go back and rewatch it, but I didn't pay attention to it. I only watched the first and second episode over again, and I didn't get far after that because I got bored, because seeing it once, you don't want to see it again. Basically, as Deku just lands there behind the sludge villain. Boom. He basically just stands up to at least equivalent of a good entrance as All Might. And, let's give him some really big muscles, why not? Not as big as All Might, though, but he's smaller. A Chris Evans vibe, bro. Basically, just a Chris Evans muscle style vibe and Black Panther voice crack, a Black Panther vibe. Yeah, that's good enough. That type of vibe. And basically, before he can even realize, the sludge villain already looks at him and basically is like, as he basically gives Bakugo a reason to use his quirk again, basically by almost suffocating him. And so he uses this quirk as the effects of Bakugo's quirk had to go towards Deku. Nothing happened because Deku was just like, what? And Deku just kind of panicked just a tiny bit. He was ready to block it before realizing nothing happened. Shit. And basically, as Deku soon realizes it's Bakugo, because in canon, and before you can even think, he's literally just zoomed over to the sludge villain, I walked away from the camera. Oh crap! Towards the sludge villain, and he's already pulled back a punch. And as he starts to he wanted to throw a lightning bolt at the sludge villain, try to shock him. But as he was going to shock, he started to think how he's kind of like All Might now. Not like All Might, but how he's basically just become a hero, and because now his dream of becoming a hero like All Might. He's like, and as he's going to throw the lightning attack, he balls his fist, and being an idiot. basically, you've seen those compilations of Deku not thinking for 5 minutes or whatever. And basically, this is just got another part of that. Deku not thinking, as his punch is now lightning charge, because why not? That gives Deku his first move. And as he throws his punch at the sludge villain, I don't know what to say. I don't know how to make the noise. Basically, think of this. As he has no control of it, the biggest lightning bolt you'll ever see just comes out of his fist, along with the punch. He just sends the sludge villain in the air before grabbing Bakugo, because he doesn't grab Bakugo. He's gonna do this with his left hand, because if he does it with his right, it's gonna be a bit difficult to grab Bakugo. So he grabs Bakugo with his right hand, and it punches Sludge Villain. Sludge Villain goes in the air. He's like shocked by the biggest lightning bolt to ever, not biggest lightning bolt, but a very, very big lightning bolt. He gonna save that lightning bolt for Endeavor. What the fuck? He gonna save that lightning bolt for Endeavor. We'll save that lightning bolt for Endeavor. I think this video's about to end because I think my time's run out. But as he punches the Sludge Villain goes in the air where the crowd is. But before anything else happens, the Sludge Villain starts to evaporate a little bit through the intensity of the lightning. No, lightning doesn't evaporate water, does it? No, it doesn't. It just electrocutes it. He just goes up in the air, landing in front of the crowd. Basically, as you know, this have Deku not have full control of his strength yet, and be a bit panicked throughout this. So when he grabbed Bakugo, when he pulled him back, he didn't keep his fists closed after he pulled him back. He opened up his fist and threw Bakugo back. Not a steady, not really far, because he caught himself before he had to put some full strength into that one. I'm gonna put some strength into that one. Jesus. Puts his strength into that one. He lets go Bakugo, and Bakugo goes flying backwards. And as he cuts back to like 5 seconds in the future, the Sludge Villain is on the ground, like. And basically, it just all cuts to Deku, like, stealing the spotlight. Not really, because he's like, hey, I do vigilante! In this one, let's give Deku the ability to transform into Shazam by thinking, and let's have him know that, because, no. Let's have him know that, but not really know it now. And basically, as he is literally, like, panicking for a second, he starts thinking about how All Might is, when he's, like, so... I don't think how All Might is in that one little thing, whatever the hell you want to say. Basically, he gets into a proud hero stance as the heroes come to go over there. Before he realizes, wait, I'm not a hero. They're gonna think I'm a vigilante, and he just straight up panicked because that's exactly what happened. Basically, he just fucking leans back, and he turns around. And he fucking jumps. He just jumps out of there. Boom. He just jumps out of there. And he jumps out of there. None of the heroes can get him because All Might is stunned. He's not even in his buff form. Like, as he just jumps away. Not before anyone. This before some pictures could be snapped to his face. Or just part of it. Yeah, just of his face. And he's just jumping away. He's just floating back. All Might isn't gonna follow him because his identity is gonna be kept from All Might. So why not? As he jumps away, heroes are gonna try to pursue him, but I don't think anyone in that area could catch up to him except Mountain Lady, which she does. No, she doesn't because she doesn't see him. Because that's gonna be one hell of a punch you gotta take. Because if you ain't gonna be able to take that punch, Mountain Lady, don't chase after him. Oh my god. You ain't gonna be able to take that punch on Mountain Lady, so don't. Are you eating a plant? Someone of you probably was like, what the fuck? Like, who eating a plant? I'm watching a Godzilla movie is on, basically. It's one of the 1941s or whatever. Whatever timeline it is. And the guy just had a plant in his mouth. I was like, huh? Anyway, and basically, as he jumps away, and they skip ahead. And basically, let's have him jump to the Bobea Beach, whatever the hell the place is called. I was just about to call it Boma Beach because of Dragon Ball Z and shit. I'm about to call it Dragon Ball Z. And let's have him land on the beach, literally onto a pile of rubble, and he just basically panics. And in the middle of jumping, he loses his footing, and he basically just jumps, and the trash is sent flying the other way as his face slams himself in the face. I mean, his face fucking slams his own face down into the ground. He's like, ow, before he can even feel pain, which he didn't feel pain. And he basically just sits there for about 5 minutes before catching his surroundings and shit. Basically, he sits there and contemplates on life and why the hell is he an adult? A 6'3" an adult with a deep A deep bass voice. And basically, he just remembers that the wizard said, "Say my name, as the powers of myself will flow through you and grant you the power of and turn you into Shazam." He just says, "Shazam!" It's just saying it without thinking it. So, easily, I just burped, my bad. He just says Shazam like 2 more times before realizing, not realizing, but started thinking, why isn't he turning back to a kid? And basically, as the thought goes through his head, and not go through his head, but like more but like belief. It just says, "I believe." The idea of turning back into Zuko Midori goes to his head, and as he finally screams Shazam, the lightning bolt actually finally does come down and strikes him and turns him back into Midoriya. And as soon as he turns back into a Midoriya, let's have him be like the Super Saiyan type stuff. But it's not gonna be not be more Super Saiyan type stuff. As soon as he turns back to the Midoriya, he feels the urge to like slump over and go to sleep as if his entire body is in pain. And he just finds all the strength he has to go home and jump into his bed. As he walks into his door, his mom looks at him, and as he just looks like the soul and life was drained out of his ass. He just says, "Mom, there's nothing, Mom. I gotta sleep." As he starts to drool a little bit and starts saying nothing, because as his words are turned into his words are turned into as he just walks into his room, slams the door, locks it, and just jumps on the bed. And at the middle of the night, you know, Spider-Man 3 stuff. I'm sorry for the pause. I just heard something that kind of startled me. And fun fact, I scared myself before this video started, because I haven't played Among Us in over a month. No, over like 3 months. And when I opened up Among Us not too long ago before this video got started, I scared myself because I forgot the theme to the Among Us to Among Us, and when Among Us theme played, it scared me because I was like, "What the hell is that?" And it startled me for a tad bit before I realized what it was. Probably something I shouldn't say. You're like, "Oh, this man is like 13 years old and he's scared of he's scared of he's scared of a little sound." Anyways, oh shit. And he's scared of a little sound. Alright, my bad. As he goes home, he goes to sleep. You know the scene from Spider-Man 3 when the black symbiote attacked, not the black symbiote, but Venom attacked to Tobey Maguire's character. Sam Raimi's trilogy was perfect. Before the reboot came out, Tom Holland did perfect, but Andrew Garfield, and I think he did okay in the first movie and the second one, but I don't know. I don't know what happened because the budget. I have no idea who messed it up worse, Andrew Garfield or the studio. Anyways, basically as this, the scene for me is in Spider-Man, yeah. As basically he's just tossing and turning as if he's in pain. His lightning starts forming around his entire body. Screw those 10 months of training and building up muscle. Let's have him be fucking jacked overnight. As the living lightning basically did what the super soldier serum did to Captain America, it gave him a magnificent physique. Basically, like, incredibly ripped and muscular. It's not too muscular to be, like, really overdoing it for a kid, but just really muscular, Bigger, probably, like, bigger muscles, like, you probably got, like, the biggest muscles, like, Class 1A is gonna have, besides the other guy, who probably also has muscles as well, and Mirio, and All Might, and everyone else. And he probably would overpower Zawa easily, but, basically, when he gets up, and he's feeling all weirdly, as he steps out of his room, let's have him grow, like, maybe, like, a few inches, why not? As he steps out of his room, his mom is like, "What the hell?" Because basically his shirt was his shirt before it got exposed to the muscular manliness of. Basically, as he basically just looked down after snapping himself awake. And basically, as he just pulls up his shirt, and he's got those the most tightest, most ripped six pack you could ever think of. I'm pretty sure like 6 of you probably just said, "I wish I had that." I did too. He just like he's got ripped muscles, and as soon as he flexes, his shirt immediately rips. And it starts down from his legs as well, because you gotta have muscular legs to be holding the power of 6 gods, bro. That's Peter Mercury, gotta do something with that power. Oh shit. Anyways, basically, after a long shower and touching his giant biceps, you know when you know how like 3 little ribs or whatever the hell it is that's shown on the sides of like in between the abs and the chest muscles, whatever the hell it is. I don't fucking know. He's basically got the most fantastic physique a 13-year-old boy shouldn't have. You know, Jesus. I'm an idiot. What the fuck? Anyways, basically, as he contemplates what the wizard said nothing about having a fantastic physique overnight. You know, he said nothing about that. As he's not gonna do what he did in the and he's gonna do some training, but it's just like 3 weeks of training. Pretty sure the wisdom of Solomon is gonna help him out with a lot of shit, bro. A lot of shit. He just basically goes to the Rock of Eternity. You know, like he goes into his bedroom, and not to his bedroom, but he goes out the door. But when he goes out, too many reasons why his mom could see him walking to the Rock of Eternity. He just leaves his house. He just doesn't go in his house. Did Deku have a closet? I'm not entirely sure. I never saw it inside of his room before. I have, but just never paid too much attention to it. I have him run up to the bathroom. As he's going to the bathroom, he thinks about going into the Rock of Eternity. And as he opens the door, it's the Rock of Eternity. And before his mom can come in there and see what's going on, he basically rushes in, closes the door, and just runs. And as the door vanishes behind him, his mom opens the door and she's like, "Where the fuck did he go? Where the fuck did he go?" And he just goes to the staff. He basically picks up the staff, and he just said, doesn't pick up the staff yet. Basically, before he enters the room, he's like, "I give you the powers of Shazam. Say my name as my powers will flow through you, and you will be transformed in the champion." No, I'm not saying that right. "As you will be transformed into Shazam, the champion." I think I said it right. I wasn't saying it right before. "You will be transformed into the champion Shazam. Say my name." Shazam! Shazam! Yeah, she basically just says Shazam as lightning strikes him. I don't know where the hell it's going to strike him from, but it's going to strike him. As he turns to Shazam, he runs over, he picks up the staff, and he wants to know everything as the Wisdom of Solomon is like doing all of his thing. Basically, he's become like a semi-omnipotent being. He's going to know a lot of things now, but not a lot like omnipotent beings actually do. But within like these 3 weeks, he's going to be gone back and forth to the Rock of Eternity and home. He's just going to learn how to use his powers and tests them out in public. Not in public, but on normal Earth in his Shazam form. You know, he's going to have that Batman type style, Batman and Superman type style, where he's like, "In the night and in the day, I shall be Izuku Midori. In the night and the day, I shall be Izuku Midori." And then, but when trouble speaks without the city, I shall say the magical word Shazam and turn into a champion who will rush to the call. Who shall rush to the call for the screams of the helpless and protect those in need. Oh my god. Protect those in need. I will be known to the world as Shazam. I did not. I just came up with that on the spot. Don't think. Oh my god. What the hell is that? Oh. Who knew that giant ants were in Godzilla movies? That's a praying mantis. Never mind. You know what? I'm gonna name the movie just in case no one wants to look at it. Someone wants to look at it. It's Son of Godzilla. Yeah, that's the movie. Anyway, basically, as throughout these 3 weeks, heroes have tried to capture him, and basically he's made a name for himself. You know how that you're in high school or something, you have like this fan clubs. You know, there's the All Might fan club, Endeavor fan club, the Hulk fan club, the Miracle fan club, and all the other fan clubs. Now there's a Shazam fan club. And then there's a Shazam hate club, how a bunch of other stuff. But the Shazam face club, it's Shazam love club, whatever the hell you want to call it. There's just a bunch of girls, and sometimes a bunch. Basically, there's two Shazam love clubs, but not. One club would be Shazam Love Club. A bunch of girls go in and start fantasizing about Shazam and saying all this stuff about Shazam. You know. And there's another club about the boys who idolize him and want to be. Some boys who want to be Shazam, and some boys who. It's not as big as All Might Club. It is soon. As soon as Deku fucking. It is soon. But basically, how people are saying like he's awesome, but he's not awesome. But it's like. The Shazam Appreciation Club, which is the boy club, there's only like 3 members, and as a girl club, it's like 52. It's gonna rise soon, don't worry. And basically, as his little training is over, he's basically Quantum Leap. Love it. He just mastered all of his abilities. Basically, just mastered all of them. Because why not? Because he's gonna have to be OP soon. Because if he isn't be OP, he's gonna get fucking wrecked. But it is the day that comes when Endeavor tries to take his shot and take down the #1 vigilante. What did Stain pop in the picture? I don't remember. Don't know. Don't care. You gonna get his ass kicked though. What the hell? Anyways, basically, it is time for Endeavor, Hawks, Miracle, and Shizawa. I said Endeavor, right? Yeah, Endeavor to try and take down the #1 vigilante. Because why not? All Might isn't gonna try anything because he's got his time limit to worry about. He's got no time to be going after vigilante. He's got his time to be going out with the League villains. Man. And Deku's making a name for himself. Until one day he's flying, patrolling the city. I said facility. This is what I get for not thinking when I'm talking. Is he just going over there? Like, he's not going fast, so he doesn't want to cause him, like, supersonic damage by flying at the same speeds. Basically, all he showed off as his abilities is the lightning, the flying capability, and he hasn't showed off super strength yet, because there's no need for it. He just shocking niggas, but anyway. He's just flying at super strength. It's all the ones he's bestowed, fucking showed off. He's just flying around, And, damn. It's like he's flying up. Zawa's Deku not realizing it, but Zawa going up to go and cancel out his quirk while everyone else is getting ready to catch him and take him into custody. And as Zawa is like, boom, that little bling shit, that little bling shit he does, bling. As nothing happens, and he just goes over. And Zawa's like, what? And he just does it again and again and again until Endeavor loses his patience and says, ah! And fucking blasts not blasted him, but basically goes up to. But I've seen that Endeavor didn't show any capabilities of being able to hover or whatever until like versus the White Nomu. That's a White Nomu. What the hell? He killed the White Nomu. The Nomu. He killed the super highly evolved Nomu. Whatever. That one he showed flying capabilities or hovering capabilities with that one, not this one. And basically, as as he's screaming, and basically Miracle loses her patience, cause why not? Basically, she just jumps up and goes to take him down, but as she collides with her, basically as her feet collides with him, she basically just jumping at a brick wall, and she goes thinks she's hit him, but basically she just bounces herself backwards, and he just like looks over like, huh? And he just looks over, and she bounces backwards and just, like flips herself back over. They're just both looking at her. No, he's just looking at him like, hmm. As Hawks just shows up and says, "All right, all right, Vigilante. All right, Shazam. It's time for you to turn yourself in. Vigilante work is not appreciated in this city." What the hell? Vigilante work is not registered. What the hell? Deku just looked over and says, my bad, but I can't let you take me in because, I can't." And so he just goes to fly out before Hawks charges up to try to grab him, before immediately getting electrocuted. Not electrocuted, but getting shocked backwards by Deku by basically covering himself in his lightning. It's nothing. Let's make him more badass and have every time he's using his lightning, is have his eyes like glow with a flint or whatever. You know, why not? The electric flint. What is the color of his electricity gonna be? His suit's gonna be red because I'm not a fan of the whole green color in the one. I mean, even though he should be, but it's gonna be gold. His lightning's gonna be golden. Yeah, because there's no point in trying to hide that. Because bro, it's fucking amazing. Basically, as he just surrounds himself in his lightning, shocking him just a bit. Basically, Hawks just sends out his feathers to try and get him. His Deku just basically dodges them, doesn't dodge in a weekend, but just flies back a bit faster. As he just been good on chase by outrunning his fucking feathers. Outrunning his feathers before Endeavor can like launch a braid of fire, decide to stop him. But as he just goes through the fire, he's just like, oh, like what the? Basically, Endeavor just like repels himself by hitting the ground with his fire. He goes to punch him, but as soon as the punch lands, Endeavor's fist is then basically. You ever seen? I'm not gonna mention this at all because what I was about to say is something that no one should ever know that I've ever seen before in my life. So all right, never mind. I'm gonna say it. You know Twilight. Oh my god. You know Twilight. When Belle punched the wolf boy. I don't remember his name because I don't really like the fucking Twilight. I don't like Twilight. It's kind of fucking weird. Anyway. If you think, not when you think about it, but actually, if you go back and look, most of the people in Twilight were actually teenagers when the movie went on. So, I'm pretty sure the person who played Belle was like 15 during the production of the first Twilight movie. She's like 20 or reaching her early 30s now. So, she's basically 15 in the movie. So, oh god. Anyways, Goyo as a weird looking mantis. Anyway, he just goes to the fire and you know Endeavor's punch lands. Endeavor just is like fucking get Kristen Bell, whatever the hell her name is, and his wrist just immediately sprained. Not broken, but sprained. And he just falls backwards back to the ground before just hitting a bridge of fire to stop him from hitting the ground. And baby Godzilla just been born, and I want to see it. I'm sorry, guys, but when it comes to fucking Godzilla movies, I'm sorry, but you're gonna have to wait. You're gonna have to wait. Oh, never mind. It's gone. You don't have to wait anymore. Basically, Endeavor fucking holds back, and basically he's like, Basically, his Deku is just like not really in the mood fighting heroes. He just flies away, and Endeavor's like, "Oh, don't turn your back on me," because Endeavor has that healing ability, right? As his arm is gonna be back normal in a few split milliseconds. He flies back up there as his arm is just done regenerating as he just launches a bridge of fire, and my fucking thing is at 15%. Time to put it on the charge thing. And that's Godzilla coming to get his or her baby. Because Godzilla apparently is now female. Because how the hell is a dude gonna lay an egg? Now wait a minute. The fucking seahorses, the male seahorses of the species, they don't they're the ones that actually carry the babies. The females don't carry the babies in the female species. Jesus, I just said that twice. The males are the one that carry the babies and they're the one that lay it. So if reverse psychology was done on humans, and I'm pretty sure fucking well, if it was reversed for a day and the men is the one that carried the babies, carried the infants, I'm pretty sure men would be like, "Oh my fucking god, how can you live like this?" My bad. Basically, just launching fire at him. It's not doing shit because of his fucking power. He just lands on the ground, you know, right next to him and says, "Please stop. Please stop. Please stop." And Endeavor is like, "No." And he just launches another braid of fire and goes up to punch him. It doesn't do shit because it just hits his stomach. His Endeavor's fucking fist is then sprayed again as he throws another punch toward his face and he does nothing. He's like, "Please stop." And by now, people are getting footage of this from them, and it's basically this fucking Endeavors throwing punches, not punches anymore because his fucking arms are done. And he leans back and just does a little kick at his stomach and does nothing. As Miracle jumps up and it literally lands a hit on his face and his Deku, as she thinks that Deku is being attacked. Endeavor's being attacked. I'm an idiot. As thinks that Deku's being attacked. You try to take on Godzilla. If that was other fucking Godzilla, King of the Monsters, he'll fucking squash your ass because that nigga do this shit. But anyway. Ew, slump you down like you're nothing but a hillbilly. My bad. Somebody better say, like, what the fuck you just say, mother? Anyway, it was a joke. But if you don't want to see it as a joke, just ring the bell and I'll come into your house and then put down my table and then slam 3 hammers across my head and just let you know I didn't mean anything by it. Fried chicken. I do the same thing like I just said. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. Anyone who wants to find these things offensive, my bad. Anyways, as it were to go like this, as Miracle would hit his face with her legs, her very, very attractive legs. Basically hit him with the legs, basically as she just fucking, he's playing volleyball with a baby. Oh my god. Anyway, basically as they're damn it, shit, I'm gonna eat. Basically as damn it, as she hits him and she basically does what she did again. And basically she's going at it like it's basically as a brick wall, but she's seeing it as a person, which she's about to break her fucking leg. She's about to sprain her ankle. Basically, she sprains her ankle. Her ankle. He basically sprains her ankle as he's jumping back in a bit of pain. Now she's basically just done with that. She's on one foot now, and he just looks over and is like, "Please stop." And if he goes to fly off, basically, Endeavor is not had enough. As his limbs has been done regenerating, and he's fucking good. He fucking pulls out his fucking thing, fucking hands, and he goes to hit him with fire, but it doesn't do anything. It's more of just trying to basically just grabbing your hand is putting it on the back of a PS4. If you die, just now warmed up PS4, that temperature, nice and delicate. Nothing. That's all it's just all he's feeling. I mean, he's like the hellfire is fucking hot, and he's not feeling anything by it. Basically, everyone just look at him try to burn Deku. As the fire and smoke clear away, I see that he's perfectly fine. And as Deku's going, Endeavor's going to lay another hit on Deku. The Deku just blocks the punch with just his arm, and he just takes his hand, and he balls his fist up, and he electrifyingly enhances the punch, They're going easy on him so they actually kill him, but punches are back. And this little punch is gonna knock out Endeavor, sending him flying up there in the air, and basically sending him through over 2 buildings and landing on the next street. Basically, he's on a car. He's not gonna have any serious wounds like I did to him in Infinity War. Meaning in fucking Infinity Zone video. Oh my god, I called it Infinity War. Deku, Infinity War. My Hero Academia. My Hero Academia. Infinity War. New game coming 2022. I hope we're not dead by then, but anyway, they just sent flying. Everyone just watched a video of the number one vigilante just sending the number 2 hero flying. And at this very moment, Deku was like very much had enough. As Miracle's gonna go take another hit at him, he just fucking takes his fist back. That guy's slumped down. He just fist back and just sends a lightning bolt, not a lightning bolt, but just ease bit of electricity at her, stunning her, putting her back on her ass. And she's basically out for the count. And Deku was just like, and he just basically gears up and he flies away. And it's cut to a day later, and this Deku is doing his patrol because it's 10 months of the whole crap. Basically, as All Might has got to win that the number 2 fucking person has been defeated by the number 1 vigilante. Oh my god, that's it. Who the is it? Oh my god. Anyway, fucking hell. This video's gonna end now. I do not have the time, so I'm gonna say this to you guys.